In Rochester Hills, the future is here. A new company just moved to Rochester Hills called Dataspeed. Now the name may not be as indicative of what they do as, say, Med Supply Co. or Bob's Pizza, and the building may look rather plain. However, this front door may as well be a time portal to the future when you see what's inside. This is Baxter. Baxter can do a lot of the same things that other robots can do. But Baxter is unique in that it has sensors that allow it to be what's called a collaborative robot. Basically, a collaborative robot is safe to work around humans because those sensors allow the robot to know where the nearby humans are. Dataspeed has a product that lets Baxter do what other robots cannot do, and that is to be autonomous.
So a collaborative robot is safe to work around people, and what we do is we take a collaborative robot and we put it on wheels. So we build a hardware and software platform which essentially functions as a base, put the robot on there, and then it can move autonomously by itself. So there's applications in machine tending, manufacturing, and different area applications in that area.
The game changer is that instead of having to buy 3 non-collaborative robots and bolt them to the floor in their task areas, now you only need 1 because it can move to the other task areas. There is a camera on the bottom reading these QR codes that tell the robot where it is. This screen shows the sensors constantly updating the robot's environment. These green and yellow squiggles are my legs. Watch them move as I move the camera closer and then back away. And that's not the most innovative thing Dataspeed does, because they are on the cutting edge of driverless vehicle technology. You may have heard of the Google car. Dataspeed makes the system that Google would use to make their driverless cars work in the real world.
The really hard part is object detectance and avoidance. And that's what the Google car is trying. So actually, Sebastian Thrin, who's the founder of the Google car project, just bought one of our vehicles like 2 weeks ago. And so what we do is we give them we sell them our car, and then they put all their sensors on it to try to read the software and figure out ways that, I mean, if you think about things that are kind of intuitive for a person, like you see 3 people stop at a stop sign at the same time, well, this person kind of nodded, go ahead. Well, how does a computer read that? How does a computer sense that? So then they're kind of writing the software so that they can do that.
Before a company makes a driverless car, they need to test the software algorithms. So Dataspeed provides an intermediate kit to do just that. What you're about to see isn't a system designed to ever be on the consumer or commercial market, but it's an important R&D component. And it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
This is Dataspeed's ADAS kit. And this control panel here can turn on the power to any number of channels, up to 12. So right now, drive-by-wire hardware is on. So this is the custom electronics that allows us to control all of the subsystems of the vehicle. And currently the PC is on, so this is what's running any algorithms that you have for your car. So what we ship to our customers is this joystick, and it has labels for all of the functions that the car can do. So I can hold down the brakes, and then I can shift into drive, and then steer with the joystick, and you can move by controlling the car with the joystick. It's a little touchy. The point of our kit is to very quickly let our customers get up and running with a system that is very easily controlled so they can test their autonomous driving algorithms. So essentially all the signals I'm sending with the joystick, we can send from the computer and have an AI algorithm actually computing steering angles and throttle and brake positions. So essentially this saves our customers time and money bringing up their own autonomous capable vehicle.
I gotta find out that guy's gamer tag, because if he can drive a real car with that controller, I do not want to go PvP with him on any video game. Of course, the highlight of the day was a chance to ride in the real driverless vehicle.
So we take a production Ford Fusion vehicle and install some Dataspeed hardware that allows us to control the 4 actuators of the vehicle: steering, shifting, brake, and throttle. And then we also installed a LiDAR sensor on the roof of the vehicle, which allows us to show some level of autonomous driving. The white is the current scan that it's seeing right now, and the colored is a map that was built from driving around previously. So
Okay.
we're going to navigate within this map using the LiDAR sensor. Here we go. So the car is making all of the decisions right now.
Now, just to be clear, at the end of that clip, the car was not driving, smack into the building. Part of its programming was to actually park the car, which it did quite smoothly and accurately. You may have heard that more robots are made in Rochester Hills than any other city in North America. Dataspeed is adding to that, so I asked why so many robotic companies, and Dataspeed particularly, chose Rochester Hills.
It's 2 main things. One, it's a really attractive business community. We know a lot of the business owners in this area. They're really doing good work that kind of fits with what we're doing. So the majority of our source parts are built and made right in the Metro Detroit area, a lot of which is based in Rochester Hills. That was one thing that really made it attractive, and the other is that it's a happening place to be. Businesses are continuing to grow and expand, and it's something we want to be a part of as well.
Well, all I can add to that is that's it for this edition of Rochester Hills Business Update. Business is always happening in Rochester Hills, so we'll have more for you soon.